Karthik. Welcome to my channel Tech Solution. Today I do have plan to show you how to do multipathing. Right. So before that, I would like to request you to please subscribe my channel, whoever following to me, and as well request you to share it and comment it whenever you are getting any doubt during uh, do the any practical according to my steps when you are following to me as for the videos. If you are getting any confusion, if you are getting any doubt, if you are getting any error, so you can write in the comment field. As for the comment, whenever I look that, I can give the answer, I can reply to you. Well, so as I mentioned, today I do have plan to show you how to do multipathing. Okay, so before show you the lab step by step, let me explain you what is multipath and why do we require to go ahead by the same. Okay, and what is the reason it's required to do in real environment. Okay, and that is what. So the things before mentioning the step by step, let me explain the theoretical things so that you can understand better. Okay. First, let me turn on my systems. Well, so I took two install. One install I let me edit the RAM size because I don't want 1 GB of RAM. 512 MB is RAM enough for me to run a VM. So let me edit it. Okay. Now it's done. Let me power on the machines. So this is my client and this is my multipath server machine. Okay. During this time, let me explain something about the theoretical part. Okay. See, the thing is here. What is saying here? This is, this is my, you can say a storage box. Okay. So here I have disks. Disk 1, disk 2, disk 3, disk 4, disk 5, disk 6. Up to till disk 18, I do have in my storage box. Okay. And these all are in my hard drives, and this storage disk is supporting to horizontal horizontal field, uh, or you can say heterogeneous field. Okay, what is that? I'm sorry, it's not horizontal, heterogeneous field. Okay, so what is this heterogeneous field? Heterogeneous field is nothing but when a mechanism is supporting to multiple OS. Like take an example here, heterogeneous means when we are going to support from Linux to Windows, from Linux to Mac, from Linux to smart users. Okay, at that time it means those OS is not belongs to our Unix family, isn't it? So those OS is belongs to the different family. Microsoft, obviously it's a different family. Smartphone, obviously it's smart OS, isn't it? Mac, obviously it's Apple OS. It's not the Unix OS, right? Whatever thing is coming under Unix family, okay, when we are going to manage a thing, or when we are going to install a thing or install a mechanism, and after that we are going to manage the same in our homogeneous field, in the Linux to Linux, Linux to Solaris, Solaris to Linux, Linux to HP Unix, Linux to IBM AX, or IBM AX to Solaris, IBM AX to HP Unix. Okay, when something we are going to manage in our Unix family, those called homogeneous field. When something we are going to manage from Unix to Microsoft, or Unix to Mac, or Unix to smart OS, at that time it's called heterogeneous field. Okay, so that thing we are going to manage is a heterogeneous field. So here, as I mentioned, this storage, we are managing in heterogeneous field. But what I'm going to show you now, I'm not going to show you how to manage those things in a heterogeneous field. I'm going to show you how to manage those things in homogeneous field. As usual, it's same. It's not like a rocket science. Okay. However, configuration we are going to do in the Linux to Linux, the same configuration is required if we do have plan to manage heterogeneous field. I mean, if you do have plan to manage in your organization to manage Linux to Mac OS or Linux to Microsoft OS, at that time you can go for the heterogeneous management. Okay, there is not a single point of challenge thing. The same configuration you need to do, nothing else. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is my storage box where some of the hard disk is available. Okay, and yeah, that's your, I am not going to attach your 18 number of hard disk. It's an example I'm showing you. Okay, I'll take only 2 hard disk. Okay, then I'll go for the configuration. Okay, and then I'll show you how it's working. But in real time, in real environment, it's required in your organization how many disks they require, and it's up to you how you are going to manage. Okay, it's up to you. It's up to as per your SOP mention. Okay, you can go ahead like this. Getting me right? So here I took storage box where I have 18 number of hard drives. Okay, and this storage box I am going to connect with two network. Okay, I'm going to connect with two network. One I given this network, and one I given this range network. Okay, so it means if one is fail, another will come back. Okay, or it may work like active passive, or it may work like round robin. It's up to you how you are going to manage. Okay, in my old videos, in one more videos, I mention how to do net bonding, or you can say net teaming. Getting me? So that is nothing but when a network is down, how without any downtime you will troubleshoot the part, and as well how without, I mean, how you will give data redundancy, as well how you will support your users. Okay, your application should not be down, how you will give service to your application users. At that time I have shown you how to do net teaming or net bonding, you can say. It means when one part of NIC is down, or one part of NIC is down, another part of NIC will come up and it will give the support. Okay, so this is what the configuration about the net bonding, what I already been shared with you in my old videos. If anybody don't know, please request you to go through that, so for that you can understand this thing properly. Okay, so this is what, how it will work. It's up to you whether you will give round robin or you will give like active and passive. Okay, I mean active backup. Okay, so here I am going to do the configuration part is round robin. So what round robin will work? Round robin will work as a time, I mean at a time both of the network will be the active. Both of the network will be active, but both of the network will not work. One network will work. If something goes wrong, another network will suffer. This is called about the round robin. And active backup is nothing but one is backup, but it's not active. One is backup. One will work as active, and when this is down, backup one will come, and backup one will be the active and the primary one. Getting me? So this is all about, I mean, I given the short brief information about round robin and active backup. If you want detailed information, so you have to go for my old videos where I did the configuration about net bonding. Getting me? So now come part of this switch. Here I connect from switch to, we are giving service. So client 1, client 2, client 3, client 4, client 5, client 6, so and so like that, right? So and so like that. Client 1, it may my Linux box. Client 2, it may smart box. Client 3, it may my Microsoft. Client 4, it may again my HP Unix. Client 5, it may my Solaris user. Client 6, it may my IBM AX box, whatever it. So as I mentioned, we can handle this thing in the heterogeneous field. Okay, so my client would be different, or client will be same, does not matter, however it is as per your organization, you can do that. So this is my all of all over the clients. Okay, and those clients it's connect to switch, and it's not connect to directly switch. It's come to a fiber. It's connected by the fiber cable. It's nothing but FC. Okay, so let me. So this is all about the diagram. Hope you guys are understanding as I am mentioning the things. Next, come to this page. What is saying? Let me read this. What is saying? Multipathing. This allows us to configure multiple IO path. What do you mean by IO path? IO path is nothing but input and output path. Okay. What is saying? This allows us to configure multiple IO path between server and storage. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It means when you are going to manage users, we are not managing users from the storage box, right? We are managing users from the server box, or you are managing or you are giving privilege, all those kind of things. Not only user management, all those kind of things we are managing from the server side, right? But storage is completely the different part, where only data kind of things is available. Datas are available, right? So this storage part as well we are handling from the server side. So this is what the meaning of this sentence. Next, what is saying? So it create a single device. What is saying? So it create a single device of the OS level. Yeah, that's true. What is saying? When we are going to share a drive over multipathing, when we are going to share a drive over multipathing, it create a single device at the OS level. From the OS, what is saying? It will create a single device, nothing else. Okay, how it will? When I'll do steps, you can understand. Okay, next, what is saying? These IO paths are physical SAN path. Yeah, that's true. These IO paths are physical SAN path. It means HBA part, host bus adapter part. You need to give this, right, or connections. Next, that can include separate cables. As I mentioned, that can include separate cable. Yeah, that's true. You have to give if it's network, then you have to give NIC, different NIC connection. If it's FC cable, we are going to connect client to switch, you need to go for the FC cable, right? Then and controllers, and this is what. Okay, what next thing? Actually, multipath used for increase the performance. It's a most important sentence. What is saying? Actually, multipath used for increase the performance. What do you mean by that? Increase the performance. It means if suppose here I'm going to take two hard disks, and that two hard disks I will share over my NIC. Okay, and I will share the two LAN over the 3 NIC card. Okay, so it means I will take 3 NIC from the server, as well I'll take 3 NIC from client. Okay, and when something goes wrong from the client, any one NIC is down, as usual vice versa from the server side, if any NIC is down, okay, another NIC will support. So if I'll take here 3 NIC card, one is down, remaining 2 NIC card is there to support them. Okay, from the NIC side, from the Ethernet side. If I'll go for the storage box, if one LAN is failed, another LAN will there to take care. So it means zero downtime is there. Okay, if something goes wrong, without taking a downtime, without giving a reason to the business, without giving a cause to the application team, we are there to support. Getting me? So this is what the meaning of that. Actually, multipath is used to increase the performance. So this is what the performance. When NIC is down, does not matter, we are supporting. When any LAN is failed, out of these two, suppose one LAN is failed, another LAN is there to support. Yeah, there it may not happen. Suppose we do have two of LAN at a time down. It cannot happen. Okay, even if it's very rare case, if it's happening, you can go for the red configuration, and you can manage that thing. But I don't think so it will happen. In my career, it's not happen these things. Okay, at a time two LON will be down, two SBA will be down, or two or three NIC will be down at a time. It can't happen. Okay. Next, what's saying? An example. Let's say a server with two SBA card. Hope you are understanding. Two SBA card attached to storage controller. Okay. Then with single port. Okay. On each HBA cards. Okay. Fine. We understood as I mentioned earlier. Then once LON assigned to the single server via WWN. Again, you need to keep in your mind what is WWN. WWN is nothing but worldwide number. There are one more thing also, WW ID. It means worldwide identity. Okay. I will check it. You can check info HBA underscore port. Okay. By executing this command, you can execute, or you can check is the WWID number, or you can execute multipath LL. By executing that command also, you can check your LON WWID number. It's a most important question. Most of the interviewer will ask you this question, so you need to keep in your mind. First thing, and second thing, it's really required in your environment. You supposed to know how many LONs it's shared from over the multipath. Okay, so you need to keep in your mind. If that's true, all over the WWID number we may not keep in your mind, because we are human beings. So either you can save in the Excel file, or if not, if you anyhow, suppose you forgot, how will check it? By executing, you can say multipath -ll. You can check it, or you can check it by executing info SBA underscore port, sorry, hyphen port. By executing that command also, you can come to know what is your WWIN number for a particular LON. Then, so OS detects two device. Okay, once you share two device, OS will detect. Suppose you share two device called /dev/SDA, and another one is /dev/SDC. Once you did the configuration, OS will take care of this thing, and OS will detect it. Then what is saying? Once we install the multipathing, multipath create a single device with a unique WWID. Yeah, that's true. As I mentioned, WWID, it will create a worldwide identity number that reroute IO to those four underlying device according to the multipath configuration. So what it's saying, four underlying. So if we'll take two device and two LON and two NIC, so it will be four. If it will, as for the NIC, if you will take two device and three NIC, it will show you 6 devices available now. So this is what the calculation is saying here. Then what is saying? So when there is a failure with any of this IO path, is nothing but the multipath, okay, or NIC path, you can say. Any of the failure, data can be accessible using IO path. Data can be using the another IO path. Getting me? So this is what something about the performance. Next, come down. What is saying? A multipath is connection between the server and underlying storage. Underlying storage is nothing but the storage box. That's true, as I mentioned earlier. Okay. Let's remove it. Next, the path can be solved due to many reasons like faulty SBA, faulty cable, etc. What is saying, as I mentioned earlier, it may any reason. Suppose any one SBA port is fault, or any NIC port is faulty. Okay, still it will give the redundancy. It will support to your application users. To avoid this such single point of failure, multipathing ensures that the system uses multiple physical paths to provide redundancy and increase the throughput. This is important thing. If you understand this sentence, then you are understanding the mechanism. That's it. Next, what is saying? There are many vendor specific multipathing implementation like ENC2, PowerPath, and Semantic, VX, DMP and all. Okay, there are n number of vendor who are supporting the multipath. Multipath in the sense the storage box. Okay. What is device mapper? Here one more thing, what is device mapper multipath called DMM? What is belongs to the multipath? This thing is belongs to multipath. Let's come here and get to know what do you mean by that. Device mapper multipathing is a Linux native multipath tool. What is saying? This tool, this mechanism is belongs to multipath, then which allows you to configure multipath IO path between server node and storage array into a single device. Yes, that's true. These IO paths are physical SAN connections that can include separate cables, switches and controllers. True. Multipathing aggregates the IO paths, creating new device that consists of aggregated paths. True. Regardless of the vendor hardware in use, device mapper creates a block device under /dev mapper. What is saying? All those multipath device, all those LAN when are going to configure, after configure, those things is storing in the those device information is storing in the /dev and mapper for each LAN attached to the system. Clearly saying. Okay, next come down. Multipath more overview. Here something is there. What is saying? Ability of server to communicate with the same physical or logical block storage device across multiple physical paths between the host bus adapter in the server and the storage controller for device, typically in fiber channel cable or iSCSI SAN environment. True. It provides connection fault tolerance. Connection fault tolerance in the sense when any part of things is fault. Take an example, any one LAN is fault. We have one more LAN which we shared over multipath. User can access that and user can put data in that LAN, or user can carry data from that LAN. However it is, user can manage, user can work in the different LAN, which LAN is active. And from NIC side, we given 3 NIC. Out of 3 NIC, out of 3 Ethernet, if any one Ethernet, any one single Ethernet is fail, there are 2 more Ethernet to support application users. Okay. Next, provide load balancing across the active connection. Yeah, true. What is saying? Provide load balancing across the active connection. Suppose here I do have round robin connection, round robin NIC connection. What it will do when my both of the NIC is active only, right? Both of the NIC is active only. When some package is come, when packets are coming, the here master what is doing? He is dividing the part. Go 50% here, go 50% to that NIC only. It used to do like that, right? If one of the NIC out of 2 NIC, if one of the NIC is down, there are one more NIC who will handle 100% of things, right? So here that thing only saying provide load balancing across the active connection. Okay, load should not over come across the over. It should not if suppose too much load is there, system should not shut down, system should not reboot, or user should not fail in the trouble. This is what we are going to do. Either we have to do active and backup configuration, either we have to go for the round robin. As I mentioned earlier, what information I already passed in my one more old configuration, one more old videos where I shown the step-by-step of the net bonding. Okay, so if you go through that, you can come to know the detail about that. Now, what is saying? Automatically isolates and identities device connection failure and reroutes IO to alternate connections. True. When something is down, it will take other one will take care. Device to be used, where device is using, see here one more thing let me mention you. Once we have done multipath, our device will come like /dev/mapper and the multipath number will come. Okay, like one IET underscore that WWID number. We need to use this device. Okay. Apart from this, there are something will come like /dev /mapper and map hyphen a hyphen b hyphen c, something like that. We supposed not to use that. Okay, we need to enter in that, and whatever thing we want to perform to make partition and create a directory, assign the same to a particular user or to a particular group or to application team. Okay, we need to go for the as for the multipath drive. We should not go for the that drive, which drive will create automatic by the user, like m something like that, m path. Okay, I'll show you when I'll do the configuration. As there are precedent and they are automatically created by device mapper early in the boot process. Okay, so this device mapper early in the boot process, they attach this package. It means it's saying nothing else. Never use /dev here. As I mentioned, after the configuration will come something like this /dev /dm hyphen a hyphen b hyphen c, something like that. Okay, we should not use this for any partition, but we have to use this one. We have to use this one. Okay, as they are only intended to be used by the DM multipath. Those things it's using only by the DM multipath tool. That is not the usable for users. Got it? So now let's come to my machine where I can show you the details. How to do the same step by step I can show you. Well, my system logged in. Let me log in client as well. Let me open terminal in the server side. I have only one NIC, isn't it? I have only one NIC, and there also IP has not been configured yet. I have to configure, right? So I need total 3 NIC here. Total 3 NIC. Let me mention you something, the requirement first. Sorry, I was trying to open Notepad. Here from server we need 3 NIC and we need to learn and multipath configuration. Okay, and from client we need 3 NIC and multipath access. This is what the things, nothing else. Okay, if you want you can save it. Now as I mentioned, we need 3 NIC card from the server, so we need to add this. As this machine is my virtual machine, so we need to add the way right click on the machine and then click on settings. I need to add network adapter, so click on network adapter NAT and then click on add button, then click on yes button, select network adapter, click next. Make sure you have to select your NAT and then click on finish. I have 2 NIC, so I need to add one more. So click on add. Again click on network adapter, next, finish. I already have 3 NIC, right? And then click on OK button. Yes guys, so I have added successfully 3 NIC card, but if I'll execute here, if config, it will not show me. Sorry, it will not show me the what IP I assigned. Okay, it will show me the only NICs, right? See, Ethernet 2, it's taking automatic DHCP IP what I have not set, but here make sure when you're going to support multipathing, at that time you have to give static IP. Okay, so as my first requirement 3 NIC card is required, I given 3 NIC card. I just need to configure here the IP address. I need to give static IP address for each of the NIC, right? So I'll give here different network IP, different network. Suppose in your organization there have 3 network. So you will give 3 network, and 3 network users are able to access the multipath LAN. Access the multipath, one of the multipath, whichever LANs is stored, right? So let me give IP as per the requirement. So I can go for the setup. Go for setup, then click on then come to here network configuration, device configuration, Ethernet, remove it, then give your IP 192.168.10.254. I want to give this IP for Ethernet 0. I want to add one. Obviously we have Ethernet 1 as well Ethernet 2, right? So give Ethernet 1 here, Ethernet 1 here, come down 192.168.11.254. We can give this the 11.254. They are given 10.254. So here again come here, this is Ethernet 2. Okay, Ethernet 2 192.168. I can give here 12.254. Okay, we are given different network IP. So now I give an IP in the setting, save it and quit it. Then come here, give vi etc sysconfig network script it is 0. Here what is saying on boot give yes. What will happen if you give on boot yes? When something goes wrong, or if you want to reboot your system, after reboot this IP will take automatic. Okay, this IP will take automatic. So save it. Again, we need to go for the ETH1 BUTC sysconfig network script if cfg ETH1. Okay, fine here. Then we need to go for the ETH2. Fine here. Restart the service. Service, we need to make it if config ETH0 192.168.10.254 up. If of ETH0. Okay. If config ETH1 192.168.11.254, make it up. If of ETH1. If config ETH2 192.168.12.254 off. If of ETH2. Now although what is saying, this active connection path, so I mean all of the NIC is active. Service network restart, so it will check all the NIC and restart the all the network service. All are fine, active. If config, yeah, it's showing me. So I given 192.168.10.254 Ethernet 0. It's showing the same IP 192.168.11.254 Ethernet 2. It's available there. 192.168.12.254 I given on for Ethernet 3. It's showing here. It's available in the 2, right? So the same we need to do in the client side as well. We need to do in the client side as well. In client also we need 3 NIC. You will execute your if config, only one NIC is available. Which NIC is coming by default during the OS configuration, OS installation, right? So my one NIC is available. I just need to add 2 more NIC. As this mentioned, this is my this machine is belongs to my VM. So this is the way to add the NIC. Not only NIC, LAN, you can add LAN, processor, hard disk, hard disk LAN, and network, USB controller, sound card, printer, display. These many device you can connect by this such a way. If your system is belongs to VM, or if you are handling the systems, if you are handling the servers, all the servers on over the VM. So this is what, whenever we are adding any device, this is a way to add the device, right? So as we are going to add networks, so here you have to select network adapter and the NAT, and then click on add button. Okay, and then click select network adapter, then you have to click on next button. Here make sure, as I mentioned earlier, you have to select NAT used to share the host ID, host IP address ratio button, and then click on finish. Okay, 2 more is there, we need to add 1 more, right? So add network adapter and then click on next, finish. Now 3 is available. You have to click on OK. Then you need to give static IP in the configuration file. Then you need to restart the network service, then only it will available. So just execute if config. See my all those Ethernet 0, Ethernet 1, and Ethernet 1 and Ethernet 2 is available, but I don't have IP. So we need to set IP, as I mentioned. We need to go for setup for permanent static IP. As well, we need to configure in the configuration file. Device configuration, Ethernet 0, DHCP is there, remote DHCP, I need to give here the IP 192.168.10.10. Second device ETH1 ETH1 192.168.11.10. I will give this IP, this range IP. Then ETH2 ETH2 192.168.12.10. I'll give this IP to this NIC. Then save it, and then save and quit. Then click on quit. Okay. Now here we need to go for the configuration file for each NIC permanent setting. So the configuration file is vietc sysconfig network script if cfg eth0. IP already taken, no issues. You just need to give here when system will boot, it will take this IP. vietc sysconfig network script efcfg eth1 already available there. So quit it. VI we need to go for the third NIC. Sysconfig network script efcfg eth2. Yes, this is also available here, so no need to edit anything else. Now we just need to off all those NIC, right? If config eth0, which IP you given 192.168.10.10 for eth1, right? eth0. If config eth1 192.168.11.10 off, then if of eth1, right? Then we'll go for the third one. If config eth2 192.168.12.10 off, then if of eth2. All are active. What is saying? Device managed by, okay, this is the error, no issues. Let's see. Service network restart. Fine only. I'm getting the IP now, right? I assigned this static IP 192.168.10.10 for Ethernet 0. For first Ethernet, it's available here. 192.168.11.10 I given this static IP to Ethernet 1, it's available there, right? 192.168.12.10 I assign this static IP to Ethernet 2, yeah, it's available here. So it means from my client side and as well from my server side, both of the, I mean from network side, I am okay to go ahead, right? So how we'll come to know whether we are okay or not? We can ping here, ping 192.168.10.254, it was server IP, right? Ping here, it's pinging. Okay, if we'll go for here for second NIC, pinging. If we'll go for here for third NIC, it's pinging, right? From client side. You can do the same from server. Ping 192.168.10.10, pinging. For second one, it's 11, pinging. For third one, it's 12, pinging. So it means vice versa, from client to server or from server to client, we are able to ping. So now communication is fine. So there is no problem from the communication, right? Next step, we'll go ahead now. Now we will assign to disk. So I will check how many disk I do have. fdisk hyphen L, right? I have only SDA. I have only SDA. But forget about this part, because of in SDA I have OS and my minimum requirement of partitions, right? So I don't want to configure something on SDA because of its OS is there. So if I'll do configuration something on over the SDA, so my system performance will be slow, right? So what I'm doing, I'm going to add two more new LAN, and which LAN I would share on over the multipath. Getting me? So this is what the things we will do now. So as I mentioned, this system is belongs to VM box. So on over the VM, we are going to add something, any device, NIC or LAN, anything else. So this is the way to add. So right click on the machine and then click on setting. Then our reason is to add hard disk, right? And then select hard disk, click add. Here select hard disk, click next. Make sure it should SCSI and then click next. You have to select here, create a new virtual disk. Here you have to select storage virtual disk as a single drive and then come here. Suppose I want to give 80 GB, as per your requirement you can give. So this is the way to add the disk. My one more disk has been added here. So I want to add one more, right? This is the requirement. So next, store virtual disk, then 80 GB I want to give and then click on next, then finish. So I have here 3 disks, right? And then click on OK. But it will not show here. If you will execute fdisk hyphen L, it will not show. We need to scan it, then only it will show, right? So for scanning, we need to install SG3. What is that? Yum install SG3. We need to install this, but it will not happen because I don't have Yum configuration setup here. So first we have to do Yum configuration setup here, then only it will work, right? So let me do it. Okay, my media has been mounted by SR0. So what I'll do, I will mount here, mount /dev/SR0. First unmount it. Now it's unmounted, right? Then mount it to /dev/SR0 to mn. See, my OS is here, right? So now we'll do the configuration. Just enter in the cdmnt. Here you can check package is there, right? So here you need to install. Here you need to enter in the packages, because before Yum configuration there have 4 RPM you need to install. Those RPM is nothing. One is the Delta RPM, second one is Python Delta, and third one is the create RPM, fourth one is the BSFTP. Okay, fourth one is the BSFTP is nothing but for FTP, right? Because of one of the FTP only we are going to configure the Yum, right? If you don't know the Yum configuration and detail about the Yum configuration, so I would like to request you to please follow my old videos where I mention Yum installation, Yum configuration, I mean Yum session, Yum and RPM session I already share on over the YouTube. So you can go through that for a better understanding if you don't know. Okay, if you know, then we are fine to go ahead. Then ls. This is all of my package. So here I want to install RPM -ivh. Okay, how to install a RPM package like that, RPM -ivh, and that package name is Delta RPM something like, yeah, this is the package we need to install. Done. Whether this is installed or not, how will check? RPM -qa Delta RPM. Yeah, it's showing there, it means it's installed, right? Then RPM -ivh, what we need to install again? Python Delta RPM. again we can query that whether it's installed or not. Py.th when delta, yeah, it's saying it's installed. We need to install one more thing called ivh create repo. We need to install this because of repository creation is required, right, after the configuration of yum. So let's query it. Yeah, it's available there. Then we need to go for the vs activity, right? Done. So let's query this as well. Done, right? Now come one step back and we are in the MNT. What we will do, we will copy these packages and we will store in the pub file. Copy these packages and we will store in the pub file. So -r for the recursively, f for forcefully. Okay, packages I want to copy, all packages I want to copy, so you need to give star. Where I want to store, where you want to store, give that path var ftp, later part you can kill the directory path, and pop I want to store here. So it will take some more time, some more minutes, so have patience. So this is the steps. If you are completely, you know, how can I mention, if you don't know complete part of things, follow my step by step. There will be no confusion, there will be no single doubt to perform anything else. If you'll follow me how I'm doing step by step, if you'll go for it, I'm giving you 100% assurance, I'm giving 100% surety, you'll not face a single error if you'll follow me. Because of I'm doing this, you know, step by step. See, for this configuration, for multipath configuration, no one will tell you how to do these things, right? For multipath configuration, yes, we need 3 NIC and 2 LON. So what people used to say, or what trainer used to say, they used to, so already they have the LON, already they have NIC cards, already they have YUM configurations, okay, already they do have everything. So they will simply configure the YUM and they will show you from the client side how it's working. This is what the things, nothing else. But from my end, when I'm going to share with you something like that, okay, what is the pre-requirement and what is the requirement, all those things I'm doing step by step for the same. See, take for an example for not only for multipath mechanism installation or not only for multipath mechanism configuration part, for anything, YUM is required, right? You have to configure means a mechanism, you have to install that package, isn't it? And if you do have the YUM configuration, then only you can go ahead to install a package, isn't it? So I don't have the YUM configuration. First of all, I should have the YUM configuration, then only I can go ahead to install the packages, right? So if I don't have YUM configuration, first I have to do the YUM configuration, then only I can go ahead, as I mentioned earlier. So right now I don't have the same. So I have to do that. So when I'm doing that, I'm showing you that things also. If you don't know how to do the YUM configuration, if you'll follow me also, these steps you can come to know easily. Oh, this is the way to do the YUM configuration part, right? So it will take some more minutes. Have patience. Normally, it used to take some more time, even in real environment also, in our organizer also, it used to take, because of it used to copy all those RPM packages. And RPM package is not like that. If something like it's written like GNT or 2.28 0.1 something like that, it's not like a just like a something like returns it will take. Okay, in that n number of dependency would be there, so it will copy the dependency as well. Okay, so it used to take few more minutes. It depends. Even this is I am showing you in the Red Hat 6. If you go for the Red Hat 7, it is to take more than that, because of in compared to Red Hat 7, there have obviously that is the new versions of the RHEL, and some of the new things is there. You will get the chance to learn more things, and yeah, some more new packages also been available there, because of whatever bugs are there. I mean, bugs are belongs to 6, so those bugs would not would not be available in the Red Hat 7. Okay, so if you will work a number of days in the Red Hat 7, you will come to know what is the problems and all, and what is the merit of Red Hat 7. And this is what, and nowadays those companies are migrating 6 to 7, because of some of the new features are available there. Okay, so however it is, now it's copied all those things. Okay, let me check it. So this is my package kit media, which has been stored here, but this is actually not required. After do the yum configuration, we will store here server, something like that, then only we will remove that. Okay, else we can remove right away also, no issues. mkt, I can create a test file here. Okay, then I can remove to test file, move packages test. Now this part is moved from here to packages. Okay, if you go from here test, it will be available there. Why I moved? Because of this thing is not required. You know what, this package kit media repo, it is creating automatic during the yum I mean, when you will copy the packages from var ftp and pov file, when you will store packages in this file, this package kit automatic it will create here, which is not required for us. Okay, so that you can move from here and you can store in somewhere else, right? Now come out here, you need to do the configuration. Server.repo, I will give. I'll give here yum server. Base URL I'll give here ftp colon / which I give here 192.168.10.254. This IP only I given, right? Then we need to give here for, then we need to give enabled equal to 1, gpg check equal to 0, then set. Okay, then we need to come out, we need to create repo -p, which path again, var ftp pov, right? So it will take few more minutes to create repo in this file, and it will take all those packages. By taking those packages, it will create repo. In that particular repo only, it will store all those RPM package along with related dependencies. Total package we do have, how much it's showing, 3431. So now we reached almost around 700. Okay, it will take some time to take all those packages along with the dependencies, and then it will create a repo. So it will take some more time. Patience all. So already we reached around 2281. So it will take few more minutes. Okay, we are done. Now repo has been created successfully, right? We just need to restart that vs ftpd. The command is, first you can check, if you want you can check the status to execute service vs ftpd status. Clearly it's saying here vs ftpd is stop, right? So if you want to start that, the command is service vs ftpd restart. Okay, now I want to check that status. Again you need to execute service vs ftpd status. Clearly it's saying here vs ftpd, and this is the PID for 5482 is running now. Okay, sometime you will get question from the interviewer, please let me know what is the PID for FTP. Okay, you should mention 5482 is the PID for FTP, or you can get the question what is the PID for vs ftpd. You should remember this PID number, right? PID is nothing but the process ID. I'd share with you when I'll teach the process management part. At that time clearly I'll mention everything. You just keep in your mind. So PID is nothing but the process ID, and for vs ftpd this is the PID number. Getting? Let's, as I mentioned, I was trying to install the SG3 packages, right? Why we need SG3 package installation? Because of once you added the new LAN, obviously we have to scan that, right? Then only we can enter in that new LAN, and then we can perform our day-to-day activities, or we can assign the same LAN to a application team, or to any other particular user, or to any group to keep their data in their keep their data safe inside, right? So how you will do that? First you need to add the new LAN. Okay, then you need to scan that. Once you scan that, then only you can enter in that particular LAN. After that you can go ahead to make the partition, and by taking those partition you can create directory. Then only you can go ahead to give the directory permission to that particular user or group or application team, whatever it, you can do that, right? So first we need to scan that LAN, right? So before scan we need to check whether SG3 packages installation has been done or not. If it's done, then when we will execute rescan -scogy -bus.sh, it will scan. If it's not installed, then it will not scan. So for my case, for our case, for this scenario, SG3 package installation has not been done. So first we need to install this package, right? So let's go ahead to install this package. So before install the package, let's confirm how many repository we do have. Okay, if we should have only server repo, apart from server repo we should not have any other repo, because if we do have multiple repo, then system itself will get confused from which repo it will take package and it will install it, right? So how we'll get to know how many repo we do have? Okay, let's enter in the cd/etc and yum.repo, hit enter key. Here you will come to know and hit ls. Yes, now we have only one repo called server.repo, right? In which repo we do have all those packages, all those mechanisms, all those dependencies, right? So however it is, we have only one repo, that is nothing but the server repo, from which repo our all the mechanism packages is available. And now as for our scenario, we are going to install SG3 package. So let's come out here, execute yum install SG3 and hit enter key. What is saying? Cannot retrieve repository metadata. Please verify the path. Okay, so let's check where it's saying. Okay, so IPI given 10.254, right? So we'll come here, vi etc yum.repo server.repo. Server name I given a name server, yum server, base URL ftp colon // 192.10.254
then POV, then POV zip AENABLED enabled equal to 1, GPG check equal to 0. Correct here, but why is showing there? Okay, yum clean all, yum update. Service VSFTPD status. Service VSFTPD status is wrong. So let's restart it. Service VSFTPD restart. Is restarted now. Check config VSFTPD on. Check config nothing but to give the service, and service will restart when system will boot automatic. So no need to reboot any service manually. So check config VSFTPD on. Now this is on. Now try to install yum. First check cd etc yum.repo, enter. We have only one. Good. Yum install sg3. No package available. How come? Let's enter in mnt, then cd packages. Here we can come to know whether package is there or not. rpm-ivh sg3 package is available, right? That is not seen. No issues. We can install here by rpm. rpm-ivh, then sg3 underscore utils tils utils l lives i6. Install this as well. Give sg3 start, so it will take all, because of its multiple packages, and all those packages is related with dependencies. So give sg3, automatically it will take whatever dependency, and all those dependencies also it will install. So if we give manually one by one, it's not taking, so that I given sg3 and start. This is installed, and another one is livs. This is also installed, and the third one is EL6A8664. EL6 I686. We need to install this. I think this was not happening, so might be it's not required. So let me check. And SG3 underscore details ES1 EL6I, install it. Okay, so if it's not taken, we can install like this. We'll try to install by yum. It will not happen. I think it will take. So yum install. It's taken. Now come out. Here you need to execute rescan hyphen scoggy hyphen bus.sh.
Now it's scanning all the lawns. Right. Now it's scanned all those rounds. I will check fds-l. Now clearly it's showing me I do have SDB as well as SDC. SDB as well as SDC. So these two new lawn I added here. Okay, and once I scan that, it's available. Yeah, then I can format. I can make the partition, and I can format those partition. Then only I can go ahead, right? So those part is the later part. As for your SOP, you can go ahead. So now, as for our things, we added the new lawn and how we'll rescan it. Because if you'll not rescan, then system reboot is required. But the real environment, we should not go for the system reboot and all. We should not think about all those things, system reboot, system shutdown and all. Okay, if you will reboot the system or if you'll shut down the system, yeah, that's true. Once you reboot the system, most of the things it will come automatic. Like take an example, this lawn art, if you will reboot the system, if you will not rescan it and you will reboot the system, okay, after reboot the system, automatic this new two lawn will be available. Okay, but we should not reboot the system in the real environment when it's not required. Okay, when we're going for the any package installation, at that time also, downtime is required. We have to take downtime, then only we can go ahead. But for this small kind of scenarios, small kind of things, we should not go for the system reboot and all, right? So they have the different way. We should find out that way without reboot how we can troubleshoot the part. Okay, so because you were working there as an admin, right? So you should think the which way you can troubleshoot the parts. Getting me? So this is what, as I add the two new lawn and I rescan it. After that, it's those two lawns are available, right? So now we'll go ahead for the configuration part of mechanism. I'm configuring part of multipath mechanism. Before that, some of the things I should stop. Some of the things for the network manager as well as firewall, service, network manager, stop. If you want to check status also, you can check status first. So now it's running. I want to stop it. Now it's stop. Okay, after stop, how will come to know whether it's stop or not? You have to check status. Yeah, it's showing it stop. Then you need to go for the, you need to stop that as permanent basis. So you have to go for the check config. Check config, network manager, off. Now it's off. Then again you need to restart the network service. Service, network, restart. Sorry, it's my guilty. Service, network, restart. Now
all the NIC is working fine, right? All the NIC is fine. Then for confirmation, execute if config. Yeah, we are fine from all the NIC, right? Now here you need to install yum install SCSI target utils. This is the package of Multipath. You need to install it. Here you need to give y. Fine, it's taking all those dependencies, so we have total 5 dependencies, so it will take one by one. Done. So total 5 more dependencies it was there, so it took all the dependencies one by one and is installed, right? Now it's showing completely here. Then you need to go for client machine. From client machine, first of all you need to check whether all those network is up and running or not. So once you execute if config, you can come to know whether all the network is running open or not. Yes. So no, in my third NIC I have some issues, so it's not taking IP. Let's check setup, go for the network configuration, device, go for third one, 12.10 only given, right? Here from this side it's fine, and okay, no issues. Save it, 7 quit, then quit it, then come here. Let's make off which one is down now. So if config th2 192.168. I believe I given 12.10, right? So make it off. Okay, it's my guilty, I'm sorry. If config th2 192.168.12.10, which I take given static, then if of th2, okay, then if config. Yeah, now my IP is available, right? So some issue was there, so that is the reason it was not showing. Now my IP is available. Now what I need to do here, I need to stop service network manager. Service network manager stop. Now it's stopped. I want to check that status whether it's stopped or not. Instead of stop, it will show status. It will show you the status. I want to stop the same as command basis. So you need to go for the check config network manager off. Now it's off at command basis. Here you need to install initiator. Okay, here you need to install initiator so that it can access, I mean, from client end, from each client end, all those application client, you need to install initiator part, SCSI initiator utils, so that it can reach to the LAN, I mean, so that it can reach to the storage box, right? But here, before install, we need to check whether yum client configuration is done or not. If not yet, then we need to go for the yum client installation, then only we can install the packages, right? So let's check. I don't think so it's installed there. yum dot repo. It's not at install, so we need to install it, right? So go your vi slash etc yum dot repo. You need to give client dot repo. Here you need to give client name. We are given yum client. Make sure when I giving any name, in between the it should only single word, no full stop or no space, no underscore, no hyphen should be there after the name equal. If you'll give that, it will not work. Make sure. And then base URL equal to, you need to give ftp colon slash slash and that IP, the server IP from which server repository is available. You need to give that repository path, right? So you need to give that system IP 192.168. I believe that IP I given 10.254, right? So you need to give 10.254 and then you need to give pub because of this repo is belongs to pub only, right? So you need to give pub and then come here. Then enabled equal to 1, you need to give your gpg che secure gpg check, you need to give your 0 and then save that configuration file. Then come here. Once you come here, then you can install it. You need to check first here yum repo list so that you can come to know whether multiple repo is there or only single repo is there. Make sure it should only single repo. It should only client repo. Apart from client repo, other than no other repo should available. If other than repos are available, it will not work. So we have only client repo, right? So we are good. Now we need to install that packages. So yum install iSCSI, then initiator, then utils, right? Utils. Please verify its path and try again. Where it's showing verify its try again. Client name equal to yum client, fine only. Base URL equal to ftp colon slash slash 192.168.10.254 that IP given. Then I given pub MENABLED enable equal to 1 gpg CH is equal to 0, correct is there, but why it's not taking? Okay, no issues. Come here once again, restart the VSFTPD service. Make sure your IP table should off, then only it will work, else it will not work. So service IP tables IP tables status is running, right? So service IP IP tables stop, make it stop. Service IP tables status confirmation firewall is not working. So stop as well IP6 service IP6 tables well service IP tables stop. I want to check that status status, it's stop now, right? So once it stop, again restart the VSFTPD. service vs ftpd restart. I want to check whether it's up and running or not. Service vs ftpd status status, right? Status. Now it's running, right? So then come to the client side here, try to install it now. yum install iSCSI initiator utils. Now it will install. There will be no doubt because of it firewall was on, so that it was not taking the packages. So once it's installed, then we can go to the server machine, and from server we can make the firewall on, so there will be no issues. So make sure your firewall thing, you can, if you know, you can take care from your organization, but there will be the different team called security team who's are taking care about this this part, the security parts, all of the parts. Okay. So now it's asking for the way. Yes. Now we have done, right, this installation part. Now come to the server machine and check whether all the lawns are available or not. But before check, what we need to do, we need to on that firewall, because of it was up and running the firewall, right? We forcefully stop that, right? So make sure it should on. When it's required, we can go ahead further for the stop. Now timing it should on. So service IP tables IP tables, then start, right? Service IP tables status. Now it's up and running. As usual, IP6 also you have to run it, right? So service IP6 tables start. Now I want to check the status. Service IP6 tables status. Now it's up and running, right? So here I already have shared with you, I already have shown you, right? So I have two more lawn, which lawn I am going to share over the multipath. Okay. So also I am for confirmation, if you want, you can execute fdisk once again. fdisk -l, it will show you. See, clearly it's showing here sdb as well as sdc, which two new lawn has been added successfully, right? It's showing there. Now also you can execute this command. Also you can execute this command to show detail. So there it was showing only disk, here it will show detail. Okay, how many bytes and how many what is the lawn space you given. Okay, I given 85 GB, right? So it's showing here 85 GB, 85 GB, right? So this is my first one. Okay, where my OS installation has been done. So forget about this part. If you will install something on the first lawn, okay, then your operating system performance will be slow, right? So booting process will be slow. So we should not do any partition in our primary disk. Okay, so forget about this part. Come to second one and third one. It's showing 85 GB and 85 GB. Clearly it's showing there, right? So now here you need to go to the configuration file called vi/etc tgt, then targets.conf. Here you need to go here. You need to come here and you need to copy this line. So I want to copy how many lines? 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So to copy 6 line in vi editor file, I will copy escape. I want to copy 6 line, right? 6, then y. Now it's come down here. You want to paste, right? So escape p. I'm sorry, I did mistake because I pressed 2 times. So no issues. We can enter once again. Just enter in that configuration file. I want to copy this 6 line, right? So escape 6 y and come down where I want to paste. Here I want to paste, so escape p. Now it's saved there, right? Here what I need to do, I need to uncomment all those lines, and whatever things is required I'll keep there, whatever things is not required I'll delete those line as well. Getting me? So here we need to come here, target, we need to give target name, we need to give target name. So this is the IQN number. Suppose I'll give IQN 182018. I'll give here 10 is nothing but October month. We can give, if you give like this way the IQN number, so it will be easy for you to remember in future. Okay, so in October month you took 2 new loan from the storage team. In December month you took 3 new loan from the storage team. So it will be easy for you if you will give IQN number as usual like this. Okay, so next here you can give local. It's up to you which name you'll give, it's up to you, but you have to remember that name. Okay, so I'll give here local. Instead of example I'll give your labs. Then I'll give your infra. Okay, I'll give you infra labs. Then I'll come here, I'll give here, suppose I'll give disk 1, but before that, no, that is fine. So we'll give here disk 1. Okay, then I need to come down here, this line I don't want. Then backing store /dev /sdv I share, right? /dev /sdb. So you need to give here sdb becomes lawn 1. Yes, that is my lawn 1. Then I don't want to share directly, so delete that and delete this as well and target. Fine. Again I want to copy this 3 line, so escape 3 yy, then come down here I want to paste, so escape p, right? Then I want to create one more line here, so I will create escape o. Okay, so now one more line has been created there, right? So here this is my second line what I'm going to share. So you can give you can come to extremely end. Here you just need to edit the disk name, nothing else. Okay, so instead of disk 1 I given disk 2, right? So here instead of disk b I'll give disk c, right? So then this is what all about. Then we can save it, then we need to service tgtd, we need to, I mean tgt is nothing but the target one, we need to run that service tgtd. We can check status also, yeah, it's running, it's up and running. Now I need to run that as command basis, so check config tgtd on. Okay, now to confirm it whether it's up and running or not, I will type tgt admin -s. See, here it's saying, so this is clearly it's saying this is my path, backing store path /dev/sdc. Okay, and removable it's no, we cannot remove it. Okay, then this is my lawn second lawn. Okay, and size is used to only 0 MB because we did not use here, and here it's showing 85,899 MB is nothing but almost around 85 GB. It's showing there. This is my disk 2. Clearly here it's showing my disk 2. Okay, and above one is my the disk. Above one is my disk 1. Right. Above one is my disk 1, and here is the disk 1 detail information. Right. So this is all about my lawn details. Now come here. We need to check which port is running for the iSCSI. So I believe it's 3260. For your confirmation, let me show you. The command is net start hyphen pntl grep then hyphen I tgt. Okay, yeah, that's true. Which port number is listening for the same? For the multipath, 3260 port number is listening for the sum. Or if you want to see the row wise, there are one more command called net start stat hyphen nt lpn. You can execute this, it will show you the I mean the row wise, right? So see, last one. So as this mechanism I configured last time, okay, before that all the configuration I done in my earlier, right? So now only I am doing this. So which configuration and which mechanism when you are going to configure that mechanism port, it will show completely and extremely end. Okay, so as we are doing right now this configuration, so this configuration port number is showing last, you know? But in the real time what will happen, so n number of port we will be running, so you need to check from the end so that you can get to know. If you check from the starting, it's waste of time kind of things, right? So this configuration done and the port is listening and the port number is 3260, right? It's listening in the sense it's up and running and it's working fine. So now we need to allow this port in the firewall. So to allow this port in the firewall, the command we need to execute IP tables hyphen capital I input hyphen p TCP. You need to give the TCP nothing but transmission control protocol, and by which protocol is going, right? So you need to give that D port, which port number 3260. This is the port number, right? So you need to give port number hyphen J and accept. Done. Now service IP tables save into save it. Now it's saved. Now you need to go to client machine, and from the client machine you need to change the initiator name. So to change the initiator name, you need to enter VIETC slash iscsi. This is the configuration file. You need to enter here. Here only one line data would be there, nothing much, no need to worry about it. So initiator name equal to IQN full stop. Then you need to remember what initiator name you given there. So 2018 hyphen I given 10, right? So 10 is nothing but 10 month dot local dot labs dot server, or you can you need to give your client. Because from client side you are going to give the initiator name, right? So then you need to come out and you need to save it. Now it's saved. Getting me? So now here you need to restart iscsi day. Okay, let's go ahead and check. Then hyphen m discover db hyphen t, then you will give the target hyphen portal 192.168.10.254, then 3260 discover. Okay, so now it's discovered, right? So what is saying, disk 1 as well as disk 2, both of the disk is available from the client. So you can change the IP as this alone is available on over the 3 NIC. You can change the IP as per the NIC. It should available. Yes, it's available. Now if you will edit this third one, yeah, it's available on over the third NIC also, right? As usual, you can so from so now it's available from the all over the NIC, and then you need to execute iscsi adm node hyphen portal 192.168.10.254 column, that port number you need to give here, and then hyphen t is nothing but the target, then IQN, what IQN number we given, 2018 hyphen 10 colon dot local dot labs dot infra colon disk1 hyphen l. See, now I'm able to log in that. Okay, so if you want to check if you want to log in and you want to work in that particular LAN, and but over the different NIC, you need to change the NIC. It's available in the second NIC also. It's available in the third NIC also. See, I'm able to log in all over the NICs, right? By which NIC I'm able to access, I'm trying to access, but I'm able to access, right, without any failure. So let me reach to disk 2, right? I mean LAN 2. So let me change here and try to log in. Yes, I'm able to successfully. It's showing here. Clearly it's showing here successfully. So hope you guys will not get any confusion. So I'm able to log in disk 2 over this IP, change this. Yes, second one also I'm able to log in. Third one also I'm able to, yes, I'm logging. So it means vice versa. Whether if so I shared 2 LAN over 3 NIC, right? So if any one of the NIC is failed, they have 2 more NIC which will support you. Okay, or from LAN side, if data sync is happening, RAID configuration will be there, right? So you no need to worry about it for the data mirroring kind of part, right? So what you need to here, if when any one NIC is down, there have 2 more NIC which will support. If from the LAN side any one LAN is down or any one LAN is failed, there have 1 more LAN which will support you. Okay, so this is what all about that. And then next, come here. Here from client side, if you want to get the confirmation whether all the disk is available or not, so fdisk l pipe graph, then here disk. See, it's showing 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? I shared only 2 LAN over 3 NIC, right? So 3 into 2 6. So on over each NIC, 2 of the LAN is available. For third NIC, this 2 LAN is available. For second NIC, this 2 LAN is available. For first NIC, this 2 LAN is available, right? So it means I am fine from LAN side as well from NIC side. It means from Ethernet side. Okay. Next. Here we need to install device mapper multipath. So to check it whether it's installed or not, and I'm sure it's not installed, but if you want to check, you can check yum search multipath. What is that exact RPM package name? You can check here. It's not showing. Why? Because that IP table, it is on here, right, in the server side. So again you need to come to server, service IP, stop. So you need to stop here, right? And after stop, I want to get the confirmation whether it's stop or not. Yeah, it is stop. Now you can go here and execute this command. It's running. Then go there, try to execute it. Still it's not taking. So let's off check config tables off IP6TA-BLES stop this as well. Check config IP6TA-BLES off. If config, my all the network is fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. So now service vs FTPD restart, I'm sorry, it's my guilty. Service vs active PD restart. Now it's restart, right? So check it. Yeah, it's up and running. Then go for the, but here you just need to check etc yum, because sometimes what's happening, package repo is creating automatic, so you need to check if package repo is there, then it may not take the package from the, so here status is running. So let's here I did stop only, right? Service IPTA status stop only, right? So then come here, stop here as well. Service IPTA BLES stop here as well. IP6 TA BLES stop here as well. Stop as command basis. So IP, oh sorry, case UNFIG IP6 TA BLES off. Now both of the files off from both of the sides. Now try to get it. Okay, so why it's not taking, because of yum dot, why it's not taking, that when we are doing the yum configuration from server side or from the client side, from any side, what is happening, automatic package git media repo is creating, right? So if in a particular path more than one repo would be there, so it will get confused from which repo it will take package and it will install, right? So as I mentioned earlier, here it has two repos. So here when I'm going to install, when I'm going to search any packages, what it's saying, it's unable to unable to reach the path. It means it's not getting the correct path from where it will search or from where it will take and install. So let me remove rm-rf package. So this is not required. So let me remove it. Now we can search yum search multipath. Right. So this is showing, this is the two RPM packages available, which RPM packages is related to the multipath. And in that there have 6 more dependencies, right? So we have to install it, then only we can go for the configuration part in the client end, right? So let's install first. Yum install device mapper multipath multipath and then install it. Yes, I need to install. Once this device mapper multipath package installation done successfully, we need to load that multipath over module, then only it will work, right? Now this package installation has been done, so we need to load that on over the multipath. So the command is mode pro dm hyphen multipath, hit enter key. Now it's loaded. Okay, Then how will check whether it's loaded or not? To verify it, ls mod 5 grep, then multipath. See, it's showing yes, this DM multipath and this loader and mirror also as well. Okay. Now, so why it's showing its mirror in the sense? Yeah, that's true. It's about the red one. So for red one obviously it's required 2 disks, right? For the mirroring, I took 2 disks. So if something goes wrong, your data will be available from the if one disk is faulty or one disk is fail after some days, your data will be available from different disk, right? So when you do this multipathing, automatic it will mirror the things. You suppose not to do mirroring the manually, right? So that it's showing it's mirrored, right? Multipath mirror. Now here you need to come multipath conf minus minus user underscore friendly underscore names. This part I'll show you in the configuration file. You just keep in your mind multipath hyphen hyphen user underscore friendly underscore names equal to no. It means the multipath lawn name, it should not unique or it should not user friendly. Okay, if it's user friendly or if it's unique one, then it will be a trouble for you guys as well as for admin team, because which lawn we are going to share with you, I mean we are going to share with your team the same lawn, other team they might try to access it, right? So it should not any unique or it should not any user friendly names. Getting me? It should like completely a kind of different like how I can give like a dm hyphen m or dm hyphen a. It's up to me how I will give, and according to that also I can give permission later. Okay, so as of now just keep in your mind multipath hyphen hyphen user underscore friendly underscore name equal, I mean it should no. Give an multipath check config of. Okay, done. Now then go for the configuration vi etc multipath conf. Here this file is not available, so we need to copy this file. We need to copy this file. So what we'll do, copy vi etc multipath. From here we need to copy. Okay, okay, then save it, then enter in that configuration file vi etc multipath.conf, right? So then here default user friendly, yes, right? It should not yes always. So I don't want to make user friendly, yes. So I can comment it, I can comment those lines as well. I can, instead of yes I can give no. Wait, then here this is the main part of configuration. You need to understand it. First you need to uncomment it. By default it will be commented. Uncomment. Be careful when you are doing this configuration. If silly mistake is there, then from client side user may not, application user may not access the shared lawn. Till here you need to uncomment. Then I'll tell you this all those things. Okay, so here what is saying slash udev underscore dir dev, it means which device you are going to share, nothing else, the device name. Pooling interval, I can given the 10, pooling interval 10 in the sense 10 second. Okay, what it will do, the path is active or not, it will check in every 10 second. we given 3 nick card, right? On over the 3 nick card we share 2 lawn, right? So it used to check, okay, it used to check in all over the 3 nick card, okay, my lawns are available or not in every 10 seconds. So this is what the meaning about pooling interval, nothing else. Then selector is nothing but the round robin, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, what is round robin, what is active backup? Okay, so hope you understand early, right? So this is what round robin, okay, nothing else. So it means nick I configure about the round robin, nothing but the I did here net burning, or you can say net teaming, nothing else. Then here what is saying, path underscore grouping policy multibus. Yes, multibus is nothing but all the path have some priority, right? All the path have some priority. So this path will work as priority base. So this is what the they mention. Grouping underscore policy is nothing but multi-bus you need to give. Here get UID underscore call out, here you need to give your loan details, which loan you shared from the server, right? So the path you need to give /lib /udev scogy underscore id whitelisted. Here you need to come insert mode, here you need to rr replace hyphen white space hyphen device equal to /dev /%n. Oh, right. So why I given replace white space? When you will, after configuration, when you will execute multipath hyphen ll, it will show your wwid, right? Is nothing but worldwide identity number, right? So when it will show you, in that one space will come, right? So if you want to remove, for that you need to type here hyphen replace hyphen white space, that is nothing but the white space, right, into execute this script. So for that, in that what space is there, it will not show you. This is what the things, nothing else. Then here priority, here ALUA would be there by default. You need to give CONST. What is that CONST? I'll show you in the configuration file. Now come here, read sector is equal to 0. What is saying? To check the device is open, running or not. It should always 0. It should not 1. If it's 1, then you should make sure one lawn is faulty or one lawn is down. Okay. So if you want to check in the configuration file, you directly enter in the configuration from the client end, and you can come to here and you can check read sector is 0 or 1. It used to change automatic. If any lawn is fault or if any lawn is down, instead of read sector 0, it will come 1. So if it's 1, then make sure 1 is down. Okay. So it should 0 always. Then RR equal to 100. RR minimum IO equal to 100. RR is nothing but the round robin. It is the timing is 100 seconds. So it used to, if one packet is not going to a particular nick, or that on over that particular nick have some issues, okay, it will wait there 100 seconds. After 100 seconds, the same packets, it will reach to the destination by about the different nick. So this is what the meaning, nothing else. And then come max FDS. It's nothing but the file descriptor 8912. If you want to increase, you can increase it, but not required in all over the environment. Okay. Then round robin wait. It's saying priorities. Yes, it should priorities. Then fallback immediate. What is saying fallback immediate? In the sense, if we shared two lawn, right? If one lawn is fail, then user should access the lawn 1. User should not face any issues. Okay, that is from the lawn side. And second one, we share those two lawn over the 3 nick, right? So out of 3 nick, if any one nick is down, okay, remaining 2 nick, it should support to the user. So this is what, vice versa, whether from lawn side or from the nick side, wherever any faulty, okay, user should not, this is none of the business for the users. So this is what the meaning, nothing else. User should get access always. Okay, 24/7, when user want to access, user should access. This is what the meaning fallback equal to immediate, nothing else. Then come no path entry fail. Yeah, that's true. What is saying no path retry? It means when something goes fail from the launch side or from the NIC side, user should not get any fail information or so and so. User should not get a single word it's fail or what. User should get, should, I mean user should know all those things is running open. I mean user should know everything is running from the server side. Okay. Then user friendly names is saying yes. As I mentioned earlier, it should know always. Then come extremely end, there will be blacklist something. If it's there, then we need to remove it. If it's not there, then we suppose not to. Yeah, now it's not there. But in Linux 7, this blacklist and one more line, one more script would be there. We should remove that in the Linux 7. But in Linux 6, it's not there. So no need to worry about it. So this is what the configuration, what we have to edit and then save it. WQ exclamatory. Now this is saved. Then we can check the all the disk is available or not here. Leave /dev/sdb. Now it's available. See, now it's available, right? So this is what, you know, this is what my IET and this is what my WWN number. Okay, make sure you may get the question from the interviewer like how we can check WWN number. Okay, so at that time you need to mention this command, else you need to mention like multipath -ll. At that time also it will show. Okay, then you need to check a different one whether C is available or not. Yes, we said tool on, it's available, right? Now come to server side. Here, if you want to confirm again, you need to execute tgt admin. Yes, it will show. Now it's showing, right? Learn 0 as well as learn 1. So it means 2 learn is available here. Now go to the client side. From here, to get the SCSI ID and details, what you need to do here, here also you need to execute /liv/udev/SCSI_ID --white white listed -dev device equal to /dev/sdb. Okay, replace equal to, sorry, it's not equal, white space. See what I given, replace white space, right? So if you'll execute this script, what it will do, it will replace this white space. Early white space it was available there, right? So now here white space is not showing. Here it's showing only IET as well as the WWN number, right? So this is what the things, nothing else. If you want to check in the SDC also, you need to come here, you need to change. Yes, now it's showing the WWID number there. Now here what you need to do, you need to restart the multipath D service multipath D. Now it's restart. So whether it's up and running or not, how will come to know? Service multipath D status. Yeah, it's up and running, right? Now, so this open, it should run always when my system will get boot. Okay, I don't want to run each and every service by manually. So we need to go for the a check config. So that is the way for permanent basis, right? So check config multipath D then on, right? Now here if we execute here multipath hyphen ll, it will show, see, this is my what, my second lon WWI number, right? So this is my first lon WWI number, right? Hope everyone is able to see, right? So this is what all about the detail of lon. When interviewer will ask you how to check WWN number, you should mention directly this command multipath hyphen ll. Okay, so it will not show only WWN number, it will show moreover that space, how much you used, whether it's up and running or not, and its status is active or not, and priority also it will show 1, it should show 1. So this information you can come to know. So you will mention multipath hyphen ll, okay. So interviewer will get his answer, what answer he will be expecting from you, okay. Now multipath hyphen v3 hyphen ll, if you want to increase the verbosity, so you need to execute this command, which command will increase the verbosity, okay. So this is what the things, I increase the verbosity only for lon 1, so it's showing like this way, status is active, nothing else, priority 1, it will show like that, okay, and it will show all those lons are open or running, okay. Now if you want to check all those devices, so you need to check by this way, executing this command ll/dev. Here you can come to know what is the lons, what is the disk from blacklist. You can come to know this list are the blacklist, whichever disk is available here, all those disks are from blacklist, and whatever is green, those are fine, I am using those disks, right? It means we are using those, see, whatever is green, so those green is belongs to us, those greens we are handling, okay. Whatever is black, those is showing in front of the blacklist names, all those, see, maximum things is blacklist, right, because of those things is not required, right. So that we did the configuration like that way, okay. Whatever thing is not required, it will show in the blacklist, right. Now here we can check what we can do, we just come here, create one more, open one more terminal where I can show you the configuration part details. So here I have shown you how to configure and how to access it, right. So let's go ahead and come to know what is, apart from this thing, whatever thing is meant, there are many things available in the configuration file, right. So let's enter in the configuration file and come to know something that. So before that, what I will do, I will take that system over SAP SSH and root that IP 196 server IP, then 10.254, hit enter key, yes, password. See, now I am able to access server from the client end by secure shell, right, by SSH. So now what you will do, if you want to do some configuration part also, you can do here. Suppose I don't want to do any configuration part because of all the configuration part we have done from the server end. I just want to verify how many lons is belongs to server. So this is the command. See, clearly it's saying 2 lon is shared from the server, right. So now come here, exit. So now I am from client, right, it's closed, SSH is closed. Now let's go to client and verify it. This hyphen L slash dev slash SDB. I am having only two disks, right? SDB as well as SDC. So here what I need to do, I need to make the partition. So LL, so that partition you can do from the client end as well, and client can work on over it. So to make the partition, LL slash dev slash mapper slash 1 IET underscore 00010001. Okay, this is what our lawn name after M name, right? So multipath given this name. So which name multipath given? Which name? If you want to execute here, multipath multipath hyphen LL, you can come to know. So this is the name, right? So this is the name. You need to give that. So I given this. Then come here. See, it's showing here. You should not, as I mentioned earlier, before start the configuration, I have shown you, right? DM-0, DM-1, DM-2, something like that it will show. But we should not format that. We should format this. Okay. So before that, and there have also, if you want, you can see, I'll show you second one as well. Okay. Second one as well. See, we're showing DM1. So we should not, format this thing. We should not format this. We should format the partitions. So how? First we need to make the partition, then only we can. So how you will make the partition? fdisk slash dev slash mappr, then give that ww n number 00010001, right? Hit enter key. Then m, right? Sorry, m. Then I need to make partition. So new partition, right? You need to give n. Then here it will show p and extender. So as first partition would be primary one. So you need to give p and hit enter key. Then here it will show 1 to 4. You have to give 1, right? Then give 1. Then cylinder, let it take automatic which cylinder free is now. Okay, suppose I want to make this primary partition by 1 GB. So plus 1 capital G. Now it's done. Whether its partition has been created or not, how we will check by executing p, right? So that partition is available, right? Here it's showing p1, right? So now I want to make one more partition, and that partition should extended one. So give e and hit enter key. Then here as usual it will show partition number 1 to 4. Make sure first partition you given to primary one, second one should go for the extended one. So give 2, hit enter key. Then when you created primary partition, it took 1 to 132 from cylinder. Now what is saying, from 133 is available till how much? 10,443. So let it default. Then I want to create this extended partition by 78 GB. So give plus 78 and capital G. So now this has been created or not. How will come to know? By executing P. Now it's clearly showing P2, and that is the extended one. P2, that is the extended one. Okay, this has been created. Now on about this extended one, I want to create logical partition, and that logical partition I will format it and I will create a directory that then I will make mount point on over that partition, and then I will give the permission so to a particular user, which user is going to access the same. So this is what the funda, nothing else. So let me do that. So now I want to create a logical partition. So I will go for the L default, let it be. Okay, here I want to create 5 GB of space. Okay, whether it's created or not, yes, P5 has been created, and I want to write that. So give W and hit enter key. It will write and execute. So this part has been done, right? So now I want to format it. mkefs ext4. I want to go for the extended 4 file system type. Go for the ext4. Then slash dev slash mapper slash 1 IET underscore 00010001. Then P5, right? P5. enter. Now it's formatting. Now format done, right? It's creating journal table. Obviously we given extended for file system type, it will go for the journal table, right? So it's creating the journal table, and journal table space it took how much? 32,768 blocks. Okay, it took that much block from the cylinder. Okay, so now done. Now what we need to do, we need to create a directory. Suppose I want to create a directory called lon1. It has been created from the root. Okay, now I want to mount that. So before mount, let me execute df-h so that we can get the confirmation whatever mount points are there, right? So as of now I have only 5 mount points called root, boot, swap and /usr as well as my media, right? But I don't have lon mount point which file system I'm going to mount right away. So once I mount, then only it will be available here, right? So before that, let me clear the screen because it looks very dirty. So it's clear now, right? Now I want to mount it. Mount /dev /mapper /1 iet underscore 000 000 1 what was that? P5, isn't it? P5, and which one? lon1 I want to mount, right? So now it's done. If we will execute df-h, it will show. See, last one is showing here. lon1 has been mounted over this P5 multipath partition, right? Now if I want to mount that for permanent basis, so as you know, we need to go for the vi etc fs tab, right? So here you need to come complete and extremely end by executing shift G escape O to create a new line, and here you need to give that multipath partition /dev /mapper /1, okay, then iet underscore 000 1 then P5, isn't it? P5, then where you want to, it would be lon only. Then what is that file system type we given? Extended 4, right? Then defaults, okay, defaults underscore netdev. Why netdev? Because we are sharing this lon over the network only, so we need to give underscore netdev. Netdev is nothing but network device, right? So give fsck 0 and 0 and 0 is nothing but first fsck, it will be the it will not check anything else, and second fsck, if mirror 1 is there it will check, if mirror 1 is not there it will not check. So there are 3 difference: 0 1 2. Okay, 1 means it will check only for that particular file system, in which particular file system data will be available. 2 means if it's, obviously we have to give 2 if we are going for the mirroring, but here for this particular file system I'm not going for to do any mirroring and all, so let it be 0 and 0. If I'll give 0 and 0, in future when I will boot my system, when my system will reboot, okay, it will not check anything else for this particular file system, directly system will come up, right? And this file system will mount automatic. So let it be 0 and 0, then save it. Then save it. Now it's saved, right? And now enter cd lon1. Here just try to create some file. See, now I am able to create from the end user. It means end users are able to access the lon, and they are able to create the files in the shared partition, right? So now the thing is, now my 3 of the nick is available and the 2 of the lons are available. So for that users are able to access anything else. So it means users are now they are the Red Bull, right? So however it is, let me disconnect nick car, or let me disconnect one lon, so that we'll come to know whether users are Red Bull or how. Okay, great. So let's go ahead, disconnect one nick car from the client side. So let me disconnect the third one. So if config eth2 then 192.168.12.10, 12.10, then down, then if down eth2, right? Then service network restart, right? So now it's restarting. Now 0 and 1 is up and running, and third one is down, right? So if config, if config, if config. So if you want to check, you can come here. You can check the status, which network is fail, which network is up and running. Okay, you can check here. It's showing disconnect 11 and 12 as well is disconnected. Okay, so I disconnected both of the NIC. So let's see whether it's working or not. Still users are able to access the path or not. Okay, df-h. Okay, my LAN is active mode. Then enter in the LAN. Okay, then touch, create some file. See, user is able to still access. Okay, see, now I disconnected two of the NIC. Only my one NIC is active, and by that NIC also users are able to access the LANs. Getting me? So this is what the thing, nothing else. Now here what I'll do, let me come out from the that particular directory, and let me make off if config eth1 then 192.160. eth1 192.168. What was the, it was 11, right? 11.10, yeah, so 11.10, and make it off. If of 11. See, when I make this is off, as soon as now here 11.1 is showing off and off, only 12 is disconnected is showing like that, right? So now if you make off as your as well the 12.1, it means Ethernet, third Ethernet, it will be off. It will be ETS3. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not ETS3. It is ETS2. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Now see, all it's saying, it's registered. Now all those network is up and running. Okay, if we'll execute here if config, it's showing here 10, 11, 12 is up and running, and user is able to access the shared LAN on our anyway. will come here. See, the thing is here I like to mention you something about the if you execute man multipath, you can come to know, as I mentioned earlier, why I given dev equal to const. Okay, so this is what, let me show you. See, one more option was there, the failover, right? So failover is nothing but one path for priority group. It means when one nick is fail, remaining two nicks should take care. This is all about that, nothing else. Multiverse, all path in one priority group. It means all path should open running. This is the meaning. Group by serial is not required. Group by priority. Group by priority is nothing but whatever loan you are going to share, those loan should in a particular nick group. This is what the meaning, nothing else. So for your better understanding, you can go for this configuration file, or you can go for the man multipath. So where you will get detail about this configuration file. Okay, so this is all about the multipath configuration. Yeah, so this is all about the multipath configuration step by steps.